Shall I put that in the bin with the others then?
I'm sorry, my head's all over the place.
Yes, clearly. I take it you and Pat still haven't made up?
She hasn't had the nerve to show her face around here.
Auntie Peggy, don't you think you're a little bit too old for all of this?
The day they put me into the ground is the day I can't get one over on Pat Evans.
Why don't you go upstairs and put your feet up, yeah?
Oh, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, listen, we're quiet and I thought you might like a break.
Yeah, because I'm old.
No, because you are entitled to a break and you might want to clear your head. So go, 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 go. And if I need you, I will call you.
Sorry.
Is Peggy around? No, she's upstairs resting.
Huh. You know what they say? No rest for the wicked.
And who do you think you are? Jackie Bleeding Onassis?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't need these if you hadn't been such a scheming underhand cow.
Yeah, well, it takes one to know one.
Oh, is that the best you can do?
Oh, no. I haven't even started yet.
Oh, well, let me help you. I'm a cow, a gossip, and a slapper. What else you got left?
Well, you haven't had a man in years.
You take that back.
No, I will not.
You take it back now.
No, I won't.
Take it back! Get out of there! I will not! You take it back!
Oh, Pet, what is wrong with you?
What was it? She started it.
I did not.
I don't care who started it. Listen, I'm ending it, all right? You two. You should know better than this at your age. And Pat, with your heart problems. Oh, honestly, you two don't know how lucky you are to have each other as friends. Now, Pat, apologise to Auntie Peggy for stitching her up with that journalist.
I don't think so.
Auntie Peggy, just apologise to Pat for getting her hammered.
No, not likely. Wait, Roxy! Roxy, what are you doing?
And you're not coming out until you sort out your differences and start seeing sense.
Roxy, open this door.
And no more fighting.
Roxy, open this door at once or so help me! Roxy!
Obstinate cow. Typical Mitchell.
You know, I can bear the thought of you and him in bed together. Not a pretty sight, but I can bear it. But what hurts even now is thinking of you and him with your heads together, laughing at me.
I have said sorry, Peggy. I have said sorry so many times, again and again. I can't change the past.
But would you, if you could?
Why are you talking like this?
Would you go back and make things different? Would you?
No one can change things.
But if you could, would you?
What happened, happened. You have to accept it and move on.
And that's a no then. You're not sorry, Pat. You're not sorry one little bit.
I'm not proud of myself, Peggy. I was ashamed then. And I'm ashamed now. The only excuse I've got is that when I was a young girl, I met this bloke and fell in love. And that love lasted the whole of my life.
Oh, nice performance, Pat. You know, misty eyes, quivering lip. You could have given Frank a run for his money.
Didn't always like him. Sometimes I hated him. I never stopped loving him.
Police.
Oh, you obviously never had with anybody what I had with Frank.
I love my Eric.
Not like I love Frank, otherwise you'd understand.
Next thing you'll be telling me it was a truly beautiful thing.
It wasn't beautiful. It wasn't ugly neither, it was just what it was. The last time I saw Frank was just after Janine's trial. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Take care of yourself, babe." And I said, "I'm too old to be anybody's babe." And he said, "You'll always be mine. Right up to my last breath and beyond."
Oh, they were words. They came easy to Frank. Don't mean a thing. It's like banging on a drum. Empty noise.
No.
Do you remember downstairs? The day I married him. Do you remember him standing in the bar telling me and the whole of Walford how much he loved me? Do you remember that speech?
Yeah.
Oh, he was good. Very, very good. He even convinced himself. Do you remember how he wiped that tear away from his eye?
Yeah.
Oh, it was an act. Frank was a showman. He liked people looking at him. He'd love to hear the sound of his own voice. He enjoyed telling people what they wanted to hear, making them laugh, making them cry, but the minute they were out of his line of vision, he forgot all about them. He didn't love me, and he didn't love you. It wasn't worth the time either one of us squandered on him.
Perhaps.
He was a waster.
In some ways.
No good son of a...
He was all of that. And more. Clever man, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was clever, all right.
All due respect, Peggy, I don't think he was ever completely honest with you.
Oh, tell me something I don't know.
No, he didn't let you know what he was thinking. No offence, Peggy, but I don't think he saw you as his equal.
I beg your pardon.
Well, we just said it, didn't we? He was a clever man, easily bored.
Are you telling me I'm stupid?
I think he preferred somebody to
what?
keep up with him. Somebody sharp.
Oh, and that was you.
Well, you said it. Me and Frank, cut from the same cloth, we understood each other.
Oh, you'll be telling me he wanted you for your mind.
We were soulmates.
Ah! Will you listen to yourself, you stupid fat old tart? The only thing Frank Butcher wanted from you was sex.
Oh, well, let's say you're right, then. Could that be because he wasn't getting enough at home?
Did he say that?
Just a thought.
Did you talk about me?
Well, he said something.
How dare you!
About not being quite satisfied.
Get out of my pub!
With pleasure. Oh, and just remember this, Peggy. It was my pub before it was yours. Mine and Frank's. This was my kitchen. Along the hall was my bedroom. Mine and Frank's bedroom. We were happy here.
You bitch!
You cow! Gin and tonic, please, Mel.
I don't think so, no. It's all right. I'll get that.
Did you want something, Barry? Maybe you'd like to come and join me.
You got some front.
Suit yourself.
This for you, Pat. Now, you dirty rotten bitch. Get out of my pub right now!
I'm not going anywhere.
I said get out!
Hang on till I've had my drink.
Now, somebody get out of my pub, or so help me, I'll get out!
It.
No,
Go on.
I said,
A gin tea, please, Mel.
you heard what she said.
Oh, dear. Well, it looks as if I'll have to get it myself then, doesn't it? Excuse me. Well, here's to all of us. All the lying, cheating, good-for-nothings.
He doesn't very often write to me, so this came as a bit of a surprise.
Peggy, really, this is...
Oh, there he goes again. Trying to spoil my big moment. You're just going to have to hold your horses, sweetheart. My dear, darling Peggy, I've been racking my brain to think of a good way of saying this. But the truth is, there is no good way. It breaks my heart to say it, but I'm leaving you. Perhaps there's a small part of you that is aware that no matter how hard I've tried, I've never quite been able to stop myself loving Pat. I fell in love with her the day I met her, and the feelings have never gone away. I might have learned to live with that if it weren't for the fact that she feels the same way about me. We've both of us struggled long and hard to hide these feelings and pretend they weren't there. But when the four of us went on holiday with Terry and Irene to Spain, Pat and I found ourselves unable to pretend any longer. These last few weeks have been pure torture for us both. Neither you nor Roy deserve this. You are both fine people, and I pray that in time you will find it in your hearts to forgive us for the pain that we have caused. By the time you read this, we will both be long gone. With great affection, Frank. So, why they're still here is a bit of a mystery. But one thing I've learnt since I've been married to Mr. Butcher is never underestimate his capacity to make a cock-up of things. Apologies to all of you who've already received the invitations to the renewal of our wedding vows. No doubt they'll be collector's items soon. So, all it remains for me is to present the prizes. Hope you all enjoyed the fireworks. Good night. As far as I can make out, all a man needs to sleep with you is a sense of humour.
Mine need a sense of humour. What do yours need? Anaesthetic?
Frank doesn't.
Bet he takes his glasses off, though.
Well, he could keep them on for you, couldn't he? As long as you remember to put the bag on your head.
Say what you like, I know he still fancies me.
What has?
Now who's jealous?
OK. If he fancies you so much, how come he didn't try it on last night, then?
Don't you worry. If I'd given him the slightest bit of encouragement, he'd have jumped at the chance.
More like the other way around.
Nah.
Well, from what you've told me about Roy, you're the one who's been going short.
You know what your problem is?
What?
You know Frank still loves me. And whatever you do, he won't love you. Never. Not in the same way. I mean, look at you. You even think he's going to move in with you. How stupid can you get?
No one wants you, Pat. Frank left you, your boys left you, and now Roy's left you.
You think Frank wants you? Mutton dressed as lamb?
You cow!
Oh. Temper.
Anyway, you're nothing to write home about. No wonder Roy can't do it.
How dare you!
I'll flaming well kill ya!
You get off of me!
You take back what you said!
You